Alright, so I thought I was done reviewing these different walking apps. So I'm minding my own business, watching a TikTok video, and all of a sudden I get an ad for something called the Coin app, which again claims they're going to pay you for simply walking.
You can literally start earning digital currency of the future just by downloading this app.
So I just so happened to be in Mexico walking on the beach, so I figured what better time to actually try this out. So I'm gonna do what I do best, put on my walking shoes, and I'm gonna do some walking. However, I am barefoot, so we're gonna 86 the shoes, and we're gonna see how much money we can make with the Coin app. We have fully exhausted our water supply, but we got to keep on walking to earn that passive income. Actually, this is the exact opposite. This is very active income that we're earning right now. Guys, I realized I was being an idiot. I'm literally surrounded by water right now. So I filled up my bottle. So we are back in action. Let's get that bread. Hey, what's up here, guys? It's me, Ryan, breaking the third wall. Anyways, while I was on my walk, I was able to scavenge for some food, which was very helpful on my journey. So, I lost cell service 3 hours ago. I have no idea where I am. So, I decided this was a good place to make shelter. I set up a bed over here. I found some kind of mat and a pillow. And we're gonna take shelter for the evening. And then hopefully tomorrow I can find out where I am. But the good news is I'm making that sweet coin. Alright guys, so we are back safe and sound here in my office. Luckily, while I was in Cancun and I was lost on the beach, a shark came to shore and gave me directions, so I was able to get back to my resort. So everything is good and I am back home today. So here we are again with another one of these apps claiming to pay you for simply walking. So we're going to do a deep dive on the Coin app now and talk about what you're actually getting, how you're earning these coins, and this time rather than with Sweatcoin where you're just getting a currency that's not really real, it's just points to use towards redeemable offers, mostly sponsored offers. With this app, you're actually getting a cryptocurrency called XYO. Now, before you get too excited, guys, wait until the end of the video when we talk about what this cryptocurrency is actually worth. So just for signing up for the Coin app, I got 1,000 of these XYO tokens, and then while I was in Cancun walking around, I was able to earn an additional 101.79 XYO, bringing me to a grand total of 1,101.79 XYO coins. Now the only thing is you do have to hit a 10,000 threshold in order to cash out and have that XYO cryptocurrency transferred to an external wallet. Now here's one of the cool features of the Coin app, which is not the case with Sweatcoin. And real quick, I just want to make sure that I make this disclaimer here, guys. I am not personally affiliated with the Coin app, and I'm not getting any kickback or sponsorship for talking about them in this video. But one thing that is interesting is that you are able to earn coins not just for walking, but you can also earn it while bike riding or skateboarding or even driving at slow speeds. So one blog actually did a test, I'll put it up on the screen here, and they found you can earn coins while moving up to 37.5 miles per hour, whereas with Sweatcoin, you had to be walking. If you were going too fast, you would not be earning the coin. And here is where the Coin app gets a lot more complicated than Sweatcoin. Alright, first of all, as I'm sure you guys are familiar with, you are earning coins because you are sharing your location with the Coin app. So the Coin app is essentially using this location data to anonymously verify location-based problems that enterprises are looking to solve. For example, an e-commerce company might be wondering, hey, has this package been delivered? Or are my truck drivers in fact in the location that they say that they are? Now, personally, I'm suspicious of whether or not any enterprises or companies are actually paying CoinApp just yet for this data because it is very early on in development, but it is interesting and down the road it may have some useful applications. Now, as you have the app open and you're walking or essentially moving less than 37.5 miles per hour, you are earning the XYO tokens, but there's also this weird prism-like device called a Sentinel that you can purchase, and on their website it says all you're paying for is the shipping, so it's not very expensive, and this device allows you to earn up to 12 times more of the XYO while you are moving about, as long as you have that on your possession. All right, next up we have something called Geo Drops, which is where you can actually drop these XYO tokens for other people to discover. So I actually tried this while I was at Starbucks in Cancun, but you can't drop any XYO tokens that were given to you for free. So I was unable to do this because I didn't earn enough myself to do a Geo Drop. And then finally, we have something called Geo Claiming, which is where you claim a certain area on the map for a set period of time, and then you earn a percentage of any XYO mined in that location. Now, where this gets a bit more complicated is that multiple people can claim one area at a time, and if they do that, the percentage of the XYO that they earn is going to be split accordingly. So if it's 2 people, it's going to be split 50-50. So now I want to answer my favorite question, which is how exactly is the Coin app making money? Well, first of all, they do have this ability to sell this location data to enterprises and companies, but like I said, I'm suspicious of whether or not they're doing that just yet because it's so early on in the development of this app. Where I know they're making money is through subscriptions and paid ads. Within the app, you can click a button and it allows you to earn XYO by watching a paid advertisement. And they also have multiple tiers of paid subscriptions that allow you to accelerate your mining or earning of the XYO token. So finally, let's answer the burning question. Is this app worth it? I'm not going to say whether it is or not. I'm just going to share with you guys exactly how much I was able to earn and what the equivalent value is of this currency, and then you can decide for yourself whether or not you think it's worth it. So like I said before, you need to have 10,000 coins earned in the app before you can cash out and transfer to an external wallet outside of the app. And according to CoinMarketCap, XYO currently has a value of 0.000264 USD per coin. So essentially that means if you were to earn 10,000 of these coins and each one is worth 0.000264 USD, if you earn 10,000, that has an equivalent USD value of $2.64. Now, I'm assuming most people who do this are hoping that this value right here goes up over time, but based on the charting I've seen, it's done basically nothing. So I was unable to cash out because I wasn't able to accumulate 10,000 XYO, and based on a number of forums I was looking at and Reddit users, it looks like it would take you about a year to earn 10,000 XYO at the base mining speed. So that means you don't have a Sentinel and you don't have any paid subscription. And personally, I don't think that's worth it for me to be leaving the app open on my phone, burning out my battery, and sharing my location at all times. But you, of course, may feel differently. Now, another interesting feature is that within the app, you can actually purchase Bitcoin and other large popular cryptocurrencies, but again, the exchange rate is very, very high. So for example, if you want to buy 0.025 Bitcoin, you're going to have to cash in 472,699 XYO for the exchange. So in my opinion, guys, based on looking at a number of these free apps that give you, some kind of free reward for walking or scanning receipts, what I find with every single one is that most of the time people who use the app will not meet the reward threshold to actually cash out. And when you combine that with the paid subscriptions, as well as the fact that they have the in-app advertisements to earn extra points, that is how these companies are able to make money. But at the end of the day, you can decide whether or not it is worth it to you. But let me know what you guys think about this app down in the comment section below. If you've actually been able to cash out, I would love to hear what you guys think. But anyways, that's going to wrap this up, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, and I hope to see you in the next video.